Hey everybody, it is Ben with Red Barn here on YouTube. I am gonna apologize ahead of time because I never look at the camera right on YouTube. I always end up looking over here, so I apologize for that. But today, here in my shop, you can see I'm in my shop. Seen from videos, you've seen lots of videos in here in the shop. But it's fall. We're in Ohio, and I realized the other day that you guys always see the inside of the shop or up on my sawmill pad, but you never see any of the rest of the property. And unlike, and this isn't cutting on anybody, but unlike a lot of uh, content creators, I don't operate out of a garage or some small building that I rent. You know, um, we've been on this farm since 1944. The barn that I'm operating out of was built in 1865, is what we're finding out now. So I have different opportunities here that a lot of people don't have. I'm able to cut my own lumber. We have 110 acres roughly, give or take, that we have to roam around here on the property. So I figured I'd do something with you today that, especially since the weather's changing and the trees are nice. I'm going to take a walk down through our woods, take a look at just the property that we have, and sometimes you get caught up in making furniture, making content, and doing all sorts of just dumb stuff, and life catching up with you. You don't slow down and just breathe. So I know a lot of people, you have parks available, or if you're in the city, you got to drive a little bit to get to places like what I'm about to walk to. So let's uh, let's take a relaxing walk. Enjoy. Uh, I apologize ahead of time for all the heavy breathing when I'm doing these hills, but it isn't flat where we're at. We're right where the glacier stopped here in Ohio. Um, so it gets pretty hilly, and you miss that sometimes in the scope of things. So I'll I'm not going to take the dogs with me because they make it pretty unenjoyable having to chase them down. And plus the ticks are really bad right now because the ticks just hatched, so they're out pretty thick, and I don't feel like picking ticks off of both these guys today. So let's take a walk and relax a little bit, see some of the fall colors here in Ohio. It's like 32 degrees out right now, so it's not too bad. I got a sweatshirt on, got my Brunt boots. There's Dusty. There's Phoebe. She's afraid of the camera. Let's take a walk. And you're not going to have to look at my ugly mug the whole time. I'm going to turn the camera around and let's have a nice relaxing walk here. You guys stay. Stay. Everybody knows I operate out of this well over 100-year-old barn. More like 160 is what we come to find out. Um, we have multiple buildings. This used to be a big chicken house, our machine shed where our chickens and pigs live now. But that's the shop. Big white barn we call Red Barn. Now, when it was originally built, you can see the cutting pad. My kids busted basketball hoop. These big old cookies that we've been cutting, big old monsters, 60 inches across. Plus this walnut. There's that beautiful log saw mill that you've seen in previous videos. My log stack, extra dirt. Like I said, machine shop. Chickens are in there, laying eggs. Hey-o. Hope you could hear that rooster. So, if you look down through here, we do have a highway in front of the barn there. 70 acres are on the other side of the road. We have 40 acres over here. Got really great neighbors. on all sides. And let's take a walk to the bottom of the hill. You can see that little white dot at the bottom. That's a water trough. And walk down there, then into the woods. Show off some of the trees that we've planted over the years. And just check this stuff out. It is a nice, cool, crisp morning here in Ohio. So let's enjoy this walk. They laid some lime down on the hayfield here to help with the soil composition, replace some of the nutrients pulled by making hay. So that's what the white stuff on the ground is, if anybody asks. It's about 8 a.m. You can see we maintain some walking paths here through the property so we can enjoy it. But it is a beautiful fall morning. Like I said, about 32 degrees out. Not too bad. There's the main house and the buildings. Heading down the hill here. So our property, like I said, we have just under 110 acres, counting all the houses and everything. Across the road, 70 acres. That's pretty much all field. This side is pasture and grain field. Plus, we have another 10 acres of woods on this side, which is, when I first started out, that's where we would pull all of our lumber from, was down trees or sick trees in our timber stand over here. It's just 10 acres. It's not super big. There are some big, beautiful timbers in there you're going to see. We have your typical species composition for this part of the United States. Maple, beech, sugar maple, brown maple, American beech, black walnut, tulip poplar or yellow poplar, depending on who you talk to, cucumber magnolia, cherry, and there's a few oak trees in there too that we planted. Beautiful, relaxing morning. See, now we come downhill a bit. We're way down here. I don't know if you can get that aspect of the video or not, if you can tell that I'm downhill or if it just looks flat. The grass is crunching a little bit. We got some frost down here in this low spot. Wonder if we're going to kick up any deer this morning. The rut is on. It's bow season here in Ohio. Our neighbor who hunts our property, he popped a 10 point yesterday up over on the other side of the road, so that's good. Keep managing the population so we don't have inbreeding, overpopulation, destruction of the understory where the deer overeat, eat back all the young trees and other various things that they do. So you can see now, we're almost to the bottom. Way up there, you can see the top of my house. All the main houses, you can see up through that chute. We have some volunteer growth down here. A little swampy spot that we let grow out. We got these volunteer green ash that have come up. And there's some walnut, a couple apple trees in there actually. It's pretty fun. You can see we're down here in the bottom. It's a nice little walk. So this watering trough, it's empty right now. We have a spring that comes up where those yellow posts are over there. And they piped it off back in the 50s. And this was when we had dairy cows. This used to be where they would get their water when they were at pasture. But we had a little bit of a dry summer, so it's empty right now. But you can see we have the pipes in there, and that'll run up. We're actually my younger brother and his wife are planning on tiling that off because it's a nice, real nice little natural spring. It never freezes in the winter when it's running, and it's nice, cool, and relaxing in the summertime. Come down and sit in that. You can see this growth gets pretty tall down here. Every once in a while, I'll kick a deer up. I'm talking a lot, so I probably scared them away, but real nice heavy frost this morning. I don't know if you can see my breath. Nice and crisp. Let's see if I can get a look at me. My breath. It's nice and chilly out. Nope, it's not coming across. It's nice and chilly. Beautiful morning. Beautiful morning down here. See, we're all the way down in the bottom. I don't know. It's probably, what, 100 feet down? Might be a 100-foot drop. Might be more. Might be less. I don't know. Never really took the time to figure it out. But it's a nice walk down here. Nice aggressive walk back up. Down here in this bottom, you can see we have a couple standing dead green ash tree, emerald ash borer. It's a problem here in Ohio. An invasive species came in and has really messed up the ash population. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with it if you're in the woodworking world. There's that apple tree. You see right there. Maybe. Right there. Apples all over that puppy. Anyways, I'm going to keep walking into this low spot here and show off this timber. So as we walk through here, you're going to see we're pretty active maintaining our woods. We work real hard to keep the invasives back. You know, we let regeneration happen, obviously. We got these trees volunteering up in this wet, swampy spot. Some nice big old beech trees in here. But you'll be able to see, you know, we maintain this pretty well. That's where the spring spits out. Like I said, it's pretty dry right now. Nice, beautiful, clean understory. Creek's running a little bit, not much. Really surprised we haven't seen a deer yet. Well, if you notice, excuse me, if you notice, there's a group of smaller trees here. There's long grass underneath of it. Uh, Planted these trees 7 years ago. Is that right? 7 or 8 years ago. Walnut trees, a couple tulip poplars mixed in to push everything vertically. Deer have done some damage to them. See here the deer rubs. They're doing pretty good. Nice little wet spot down here. Walnut trees love that. Let's walk it into the more mature portion of the woods. There goes two deer right there. You probably can't see them. Might be able to pick their tails up. Two does, it looked like. I don't know if you can hear in the video, but those crows aren't happy. Whatever they're doing. Maybe they're holding court. Big old rock got set down here by the glaciers, we assume. Nice, beautiful set of woods. Well, down here in this spot, you can see we got real nice growth, big timbers, big mature trees. Um, like this big walnut tree right here, and I'm terrible at pointing. Big walnut tree right here, another few big walnut trees back there, but most of this is poplar, yellow poplar, like arrows stuck in the ground, right? It's everywhere. Big, beautiful poplar trees. Got a pretty dense canopy, so that's why the understory is pretty lean. Plus, it is fall, so a lot of stuff has lost its leaves already. See, the trees still have a lot of theirs. Beautiful fall colors. The ground is just littered in leaves. Really gorgeous morning. What a privilege it is to have this so readily available to us. Do not take it for granted. This little set of woods is where I developed my love for the outdoors, my love for woodworking, and everything in between, bird watching. Spent many, many, many countless hours down in this set of woods. Yep. Let's head up to this next set. What a gorgeous morning. I'm sure it doesn't translate in the video, but it is gorgeous. A younger brother built this observation deck for bird watching uh, because if anybody's a bird watcher, they know that there are different levels of this canopy as far as environmentally and habitat wise. And different birds are higher in the canopy that you're never going to see down here on the floor. So he put in that observation deck, be able to see the stuff higher up, a little bit closer. My uncle and I planted these trees right here when I was 5 years old. That makes them 40 years old. Red oak, black walnut, cucumber, magnolia. More trees that we planted 7 years ago up here. Those old trees that we were just walking in, that old set, that was harvested back in the 50s. So most of those trees are 70 plus years old. Obviously the smaller one's not as old. Really beautiful, beautiful trees to walk through. My brother works hard, does a great job maintaining the paths. Now we're back out here to crop farm. See my house up there. Anybody that's followed for a while, you know that the house just got done building. It's been almost 3 years exactly. You can see that the shop barn up there that was built back in the 1860s. What a blessing it is to be down here. Anytime I need to reset my brain or I'm frustrated, just walk down here. Sit up on that fire pit there at the cutting pad and stare out into this beauty. This tree had a bad summer. Leaves got a little heavy for it, snapped off. You can see down there in the bottom, that watering trough, that ridge line runs over neighbor's property over to that hilltop. We're not in the big hills of the Appalachians, we're just where it starts. That's where we're at. Sorry if the camera's jiggling a lot. For anybody that's interested, that is the house my dad grew up in, the house I grew up in. There she's sitting there waiting. Dusty's asleep in the front. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed that walk. I hope the camera wasn't jiggling too much. You were able to enjoy it. Here comes Dusty Dog. Hope you enjoyed that. It's a nice little property walk. This is Red Barn Home Furnishings. We operate out of Minerva, Ohio. Custom furniture, custom high-end furniture, live edge, epoxy, you name it. Be sure to check out all of our socials. Check out our website at redbarnhomefurnishings.com. Instagram, red_barn_home on Instagram and TikTok. Here on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, unless you're going to be a dick. What a beautiful morning here in Ohio in the fall. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you subscribe. Be sure to check out the next video. And everybody have a great day. God bless.